We're going fishing.
Yay! Good luck.
You gotta stay clean.
I know.
Alright. So I found one jig. We weren't planning on fishing. This is all we're gonna use today.
You
It's
can
either
do
gonna
it.
be real good or real bad. Babe, gotta go.
Bye. Love you.
Man, my battery's low. It's not prepared today. We're gonna take the Ranger 2410 today to catch some little bitty crappie. But I'm gonna conserve some battery, so I'll be right back. From right here to right here. This is all the structure we have. You can see it on the structure scan, the side scan over here. So all these crappie are hung up in all this brush that's put out here. So what we want to do is we want to stay on that brush pile, stay where the fish are, and you can see some of them are suspended from 8 to 10 foot. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop, see if we can drop to the bottom. We'll fish up a couple feet. If we don't get anything there, come up a couple more feet, fish up a couple more feet, and see if you can find the area that they're suspended in. Once you find that, usually the bite's pretty good, but there's a lot of fish there, so I'll be back. Well, I'm doing some crappie fishing, and look what we got. Nice channel cat, baby, on the pink and white jig. They go for it every time. Catch a lot of catfish out here on jigs for some reason, but we'll be back. All right, we've all been there. Down to your last worm, jig, lure, whatever. I only had one this morning. Got 3 crappie and a catfish in the live well, and we have this. But I've only got one. So we're going to keep using this thing. When it gets split like this, you put it through the body instead of all the way through the tube. Put it a couple times through the body, and then the tube, and then out the body. Whatever it takes. Let's see if we can get 2 more with this guy. Okay. Did a little crappie fishing this morning. We did okay. Get this squared up. We got 2 keepers, threw 4 or 5 back. Caught a pretty nice little channel cat. I fished for maybe 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes tops. We got back, and I usually just toss them back, but Ashley said we need some fish to eat tonight, so we kept them. And I have a lot of people ask, how I clean crappie, how I clean catfish. We clean a lot of catfish. We catch 1,000 catfish a year for our church fish fry, which means we got to clean 1,000 catfish a year. So I got pretty proficient at cleaning these suckers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just give you a quick example of how I clean the crappie and the catfish. Not to say it's right or wrong, but it's just the way that I've always done it. I like using the regular old fillet knife. A lot of people use the electric knives. I can't use the electric knife. I chop them all over. So the crappie is cut across here. With these small ones, a little bit more difficult. That cuts out most of your rib bones. You get the knife run it flat across the back. You're going to leave a little bit of a piece of skin on there so you can flip it over and you got something to grab a hold of. Turn the knife flat, see how it's flexing flat. Let the knife do the work. Pull it across and you got a little clean crappie fillet. Now the next thing you want to do is get all these rib bones out of here. So just cut there. Save as much meat as you can. You kind of can put it on an angle like that. And I come across and cut here. There you have it.
Beautiful fillet.
It's Ashley approved. So we're good. Go to the other side. I'm left-handed, so this is the hard side for me. Main thing is make sure you got a sharp knife. A dull knife is no good. for all this. So if you break that piece off, it's not a big deal. Just makes it a little extra work for you, is all. That's it. So there's the crappie. Now I'll move to the catfish. We cleaned lots of these. I actually caught this little guy on a jig this morning.
Wow.
Pretty good, huh?
Yeah, good size.
So the same thing with the catfish. We'll start up here, go below the rib cage. And you just want to work the blade along his backbone right here, keeping it flat. Now I'm just going to go ahead and pull the skin off of the catfish. They get a little crazy and it gets a little dangerous with their fins. So I'm going to flip him over. Come up here, do the same thing on this side. Go around the rib cage, flat along the back. I'm done. Pretty good. Using this out of the way. Now you got the skin on the back here. Let's do the same thing. I kind of pull a little notch this way for my fingers to get a hold of. And you got something to grab. Just keep the knife flat. Work it down the fillet. And it's good on the back side. Now what a lot of people don't do is clean this up. So this right here is where lots of that nasty taste comes from. So I clean that off there. And sometimes you have a little bit up here on these channel cats, and I clean that off there. And that'll get a lot cleaner taste. And then just fill the fillet. I can feel a couple bones here that I missed. We don't want that. We'll just trim those off there. That's a pretty good fillet.
Yeah, it's nice. It tastes real good.
It's the same thing here. Notch. Go back. Knife flat. You can see where the knife's bent. You want the knife bending. You don't want it down like this. You want it flat and bent. And basically I'm pulling the skin and pushing the knife at the same time. And that's what's going to keep you from cutting through the bottom of the skin. Not bad for a jig, huh, babe?
No.
Same thing. Cut the fat. So you can see real good this right here. That's what we don't want on there. Make them tasty. Believe it or not, there's no bones in there, but I'm going to cut that off anyway. There was a bone in there. Glad I cut it. And that's it. Wash them off.
Put them in the freezer.
I prefer putting them in the grease. But the freezer works too. So that's the way that we clean our crappie and our catfish. Not to say that there's a right or a wrong way, but that's the best way that we found. I don't like using electric knives. I like using these guys. But hopefully you learn a little bit off of it, and we'll see you next time.